Hi, Cancer. This is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. So, Cancer, in today's reading, I'm going to give you the Denise Linn Sacred Traveling Oracle card, and then I'm going to do your reading and then clarify it. So, let's get started. So, I hope you guys are doing well. Take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer, 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 Cancer. All right, Cancer. Let's do this. 2 cards for Cancer for their highest good, Spirit. Give Spirit 2 cards. Wow. Wow. Nice. This is very nice. Okay. So, Cancer, you have choosing your path. All is possible. Wow. So I feel with this card, when we receive it, I feel like anything is possible. Like whatever you want to do, whatever you want to try, I feel like it's in your path, and I feel like you should just take a, a chance on it. Because anything is possible. Like they say, anything is possible. You also have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. Wow, that is nice. So I feel like you're definitely I feel like you are going on the right path, and I feel like you have support from your friends, your family. I also feel like you're very divinely I feel like you're very divinely guided also. So it's very nice. I love that. I love to see that. Okay, so let us see what's going on. All right, Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. One card for the current. This is for Cancer. One for the situation. One for the past. Okay. One for what's hidden. One for, okay. This is for the hopes and fears. One for what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. Very nice. All right, Cancer. Let's see this. Let's do this. All right. So you have the Strength card here, and with the Strength card, I feel that this is if you're dealing with anybody with the Leo also, I feel like you have to find your strength. I feel like you've been very calm. I feel like you have that inner courage. So really, it's about strength. So there's something here that you're going to need to do. Let's see. Okay. Cancer, you also have the 2 of Wands for the, excuse me, for the, oh my God, for the situation. And the 2 of Wands is saying that there is a decision that you're going to have to make very soon. I feel like you're making plans, but I also feel like you know what you want. Like you want so much, but you're trying to make some kind of plans for the future. There's a decision you're making. I also feel with the Ace of Swords here in the past, I feel like there is some kind of truth that's coming out. I feel like you need to speak your truth also. I also feel like you're going to have a lot of clarity. A new beginning is here. I feel like there's going to be clarity, breakthroughs here for you also. With the 5 of Wands up here for what is hidden, I feel like you do still have a lot of frustration, a lot of tension within you. Wow. And then with the Queen of Pentacles here, down here for the hopes and fears, I feel like there is some kind of abundance trying to come in for you. I feel like somebody around you could be pregnant. I also feel like there's a lot of growth here. And I feel like you need to really nurture yourself, because you try to do everything for everybody, but you also you neglect yourself at times also. Okay. Oh man. Let's see if I can do that. I didn't try not to move it, but let me see if I can put this card here and scoot it over here. Yep, I can do that. Okay, and then you have the 5 of Swords here for what you need to do now. And the 5 of Swords is saying that, there's a lot of arguing. There's a lot of frustration. There's a lot of, you know, um, I just feel like there's a lot of tension. You have that anger within you. For the Knight of Wands here, the Knight of Wands says that there is change coming in for you. I feel like you're going to be very adventurous, and or rather, because it's in the what you need to work on. I feel like for you not to do things on an impulse, like, okay, like this is just an example, okay? Like, say, you get a credit card in the mail. You know, you get a credit card offer in the mail, and you really look at it, but you don't really read the contract. And then you're like, oh, I want it. You call it up, and you're like, oh, it's on the way. You know, doing things on an impulse. Really, really be careful when you're doing that. Okay, I feel like you need to be a little bit more adventurous, also. But there is a lot of change coming in, so we'll see why it's actually there in the work. Okay, so with the emperor here and the outcome, I feel with the emperor, yeah, you know, you need to be ready for anything. I feel like you need to be the leader that you are. Like, really speak your truth and say what you need to say. Okay. It's not only that, but I feel like you need to take a chance on things. But you know, because the emperor, he's very smart. You know, he knows how to make decisions. You know, he doesn't take crap from anybody, and that's you. And they're trying to tell you, you know, that this is you. This is you, Cancer. You know, so let's start living like an emperor. Okay, so wow. All right, so Cancer, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer. Cancer, Cancer, Cancer. And if you, just one quick note also, if you see me talking like really fast and going, you know, it's not that I don't want to do this reading, because I do all the readings and I love to do all the readings, but it's because I'm getting all the messages quickly and I'm trying to put them out. Okay. So just know that it's not anything like that. I feel like, you know, I had a comment on there saying that, you know, like I was like, I didn't want to do the reading. I was trying to rush through it. And it's not that I'm trying to rush through it. It's that I'm getting all the messages quickly and I'm just trying to put it out there quick, you know? So just know that. All right. So, let's do the strength card and let's clarify, take what resonates with you, Cancer, and leave the rest. This is going to be for Cancer spirit for their highest good. Why is the strength card here? Clarify the strength card. Wow. One more card. Okay, so with the strength card, you also got the hermit card. You got the hermit card and you got the 8 of cups. Wow. So that is that's really big. So let's see. So they're saying that you're really there's something here that you're going to leave behind. Okay. Well, first of all, the 8 of cups. The 8 of cups is about, you know, going in a new direction, leaving something that wasn't for you. You know, it's like a new, different way of seeing things. You know, I also feel like for some of you guys, you could be going on a spiritual journey. I feel like you need to find your courage and your confidence to move away from whatever it is that it's not for you, because there's something here that says that you walked away from something. You could be walking away from something, or you already did. But definitely find your courage, find your calmness, your patience, you know, to do it. Okay. And also feel like there is a decision that you are contemplating about it. And I feel like you really need to go within and do it, you know, go within and just meditate on it. Like, so that way you can find the answers that you're looking for, because I truly feel like there's something here that you do want to walk away from, Cancer, but you just don't know how. A lot of you guys are walking in or going on a spiritual journey. So that's also looking for answers. And I also feel like you will find answers if you go within and meditate. So you have the 2 of Wands here for what you need to work on. And why is the 2 of Wands here? One more card. Wow, nice. Then you have the Page of Swords. Okay, so you have the Page of Swords here, the 2 of Wands, and then you have the 10 of Pentacles here also. So, very nice, very, very nice. So, with the 2 of Wands, like I said, you know, you're making plans for the future. You're trying to figure out things, you know, what's your next move, what you want to do. And it's very understandable, right? And for some reason, I feel like you do know what you want. I feel like you're trying to be discreet about it, not say too much about it, you know, until you're for sure know. With the Page of Swords here, I feel like you have a lot of new ideas, and I feel like you're curious to learn something. You want to learn something new. You want to learn something new. You want to create something new. It's something here that I feel like you really need, that you're going to. I also feel like you need to have better communication with the people that are around you or your friends and family. I feel like you need to communicate better. Because I feel like you're just like, okay, well, all right, but you're not saying what you're thinking. You're not speaking the truth that you need to speak. And I feel like you need to, okay? So there is a truth here that you need to speak, and there is a truth here that you need to hear about something. Wow. I also feel like you need to have your patience. I feel like you are definitely moving forward, but you just like need to have, you need to speak better, like your communication with people. Wherever you're dealing with, whether it's at work, your family, your friends, you just need to start speaking the truth and how you feel and what you're doing. Because right now is the time that we need to, where the energies are moving around us, and it's like they're asking you, start taking control of your life, is what they're saying. With the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like, you're trying to establish what you really want a lot. And you're trying to establish that material success. And I feel like you will have it. I feel like there is happiness here. I feel like you're going to have enough for everything that you want to do and create. For the Ace of Swords here, for the past, I feel like I said, there is a truth that you need to see. There's a truth that you need to speak about. And I also feel like, there's going to be a lot of clarity, breakthroughs. I also feel like there is a new beginning trying to come in for you. But you really need to, like, have better communication. Like, in other words, speak your truth, Cancer. You have the Five of Wands up here. And why is the Five of Wands here for what's hidden? Oh, okay, one more card. See, I don't know if you saw it on the camera, but that one just blew up. All right. So you also have the Ace of Cups. You have the Five of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles. So there is a lot here. So I feel like this Five of Wands, there was just a lot of frustration, a lot of tension that you were feeling. But with the Ace of Cups, I truly feel like there's something new coming in. I feel like your cup is overflowing. I feel like there is definitely a new beginning coming in for you that you're just not seeing. But I also feel like you're doing way too much, Cancer. The Queen of Pentacles is here, and the Queen of Pentacles is saying that she's a multitasker. She knows how to do everything for everybody, take care of her home, her family. She has the babies, and she makes sure that they're off at school, and she brings in the food and makes dinner and blah, 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 right? She does everything. But what she doesn't do is that she doesn't take care of herself. And you really need to start taking care of yourself, okay? Really use your finances wisely, really look at them and really budget them well. I feel like you need to really just use your finances wisely, okay, guys? But really, I also feel like there could be somebody around you that could be pregnant, because you did get this card. It could be you or somebody else. You did get this card twice, so it's more of a nurturing. You need to really take care of yourself, okay? And that means resting. That means, setting boundaries. That means, saying no when you should, okay? So you also have the Queen of Pentacles. And why is the Queen of Pentacles here for what's hope and fears? One more card. Wow, definitely. Wow, yeah, you really need to rest. There's this you have the Queen of Pentacles here, and remember, like I said, you need to start nurturing yourself, okay? Taking care of yourself, even your mind, your emotional state, how you're feeling, what you're thinking, the emotional state that you're in, you're emotionally, the way you think about things. Really take care of yourself, okay? Because you need to. You see this lady, she's resting here. She's tired, she's exhausted, and she just wants to rest, just for a little bit. I just want to rest, you guys, rest. And that's you, Cancer. You do so much for everyone. And, it's a good thing, yes, because, where would everybody be without you, right? But you need to take it easy, because if you don't, I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't, the universe will try to knock you down and make you rest. So I said it, so it's going to happen. So just be careful and take the time to rest, okay? Get yourself some good sleep, rest. Get away from the tablets, get away from the phones, rest your mind, your body, your soul, okay? You also have the Lover's card here. The Lover's card is saying, trust the process and everything that you're doing. If you're not seeing the results right away, just trust that there is going to be a lot of, just trust the process, okay? I feel like you have you have good, I feel like you have a good person in your life that, you know, you rely on, that you have a good bond, good trust. I feel like there could be a decision also that you're trying to contemplate, but I feel like you need to have communication with them, like some kind of communication with them. You know, speak to them, talk to them about what's bothering you. Talk to them, communicate with them, and tell them how you feel. You know, because they're there. You know, you know, they're there for a reason. You love them for a reason. You put them in your life for a reason. Okay, so just know that. But I also feel like there could be some kind of decision also that you're trying to make, and maybe you need to talk to somebody about it. Okay, get their input, see what's going on, but really try to take care of yourself. Go within, rest, meditate, whatever it is, do it. You have the Five of Swords here, and why is the Five of Swords for what you need to do now? One more card. Wow. Ooh, okay. There is something here that you need to talk about because you got this card twice here. You have the Ace of Swords here. Not only is it a new beginning, because there is a new beginning. But there's a truth that you need to speak. You know, it's either a truth that you need to talk about or it's a truth that you need to see. Something truth. There's a truth that you really need to see about, okay? Maybe you're going to see the truth in something that you didn't want to see before. I feel like there was a lot of anger. I feel like you're just frustrated. I feel like there's just a lot of tension because you have it and you hold on to it because there's something here that you still need to see, okay? And you need to speak better, communicate better because you know, you want to get to the bottom of things, you know? It's like because you hold it in. You don't show your emotions. You're just like angry like within you. You have that anger within you and you really need to speak your truth. Speak it, you know, see it, you know, do what you have to do. You also have the Nine of Cups. Wow. So the Nine of Cups is about having gratitude, being content, you know, be grateful for everything, big and small. You guys have gratitude, you know, begin a gratitude journal, whatever it is. Just be grateful for everything, even if it's small. Be grateful, okay? I feel like there's a blessing trying to come in for you, like some kind of a wish fulfillment here, but you really need to leave that anger, okay? Let it go, leave it alone, just let it go. Try to get yourself away from that. You also have the Knight of Wands here. And like I said, the Knight of Wands is saying, let's clarify the Knight of Wands first. The Knight of Swords, one more card. The Five of Wands. Okay, so right now you have Five of Wands, Five of Swords, and you have the Five of Wands again. So now you have five, five, five. So there's definitely a lot of change coming in. But not only that, but you have the Knight of Wands. Things are going to change very fast for you. With the Knight of Swords, I feel like there is a lot of success here. You know, but find your courage. Find your courage. You know, be courageous to start something new. Take a chance on things, you know, speak up about things that you want to create, you know, or do, you know, maybe there's something here that you want to learn. I feel like there is a lot of good news, success coming in for you. I feel like there's going to be opportunities presented to you also, but I feel like you need to, just not be like on an impulse, like do things like quickly because you still have a lot of anger, like, you have anger, you're frustrated, you know, it's like you want so many things. You want things to change and they are going to change, but it's like I feel like it's like, you know, like you don't want things to change. Like you want them to just stay the same way, but there is going to be a lot of change and be careful on doing things on an impulse is what they're telling me. And I'm going to tell you like that, okay? Because that's what they're trying to tell me because they keep saying it over and over, like, you know, don't do things on an impulse, you know, watch yourself. But there is success here. There are opportunities coming in. There's news coming in also. So be aware of that. And it could be leaving you frustrated and upset. So know that also. You have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is saying, why is the Emperor here? For the outcome. Wow. Okay. So you have the Ten of Swords. You have the Ten of Swords. And then you have the Fool card. Okay. The Ten of Swords is about, there's something here that came to an end. Relationship, it could be anything. Could be anything in your life. A career, a relationship. Something is coming to an end. An obstacle in your life that you just don't want to deal with anymore. It is coming. It is done. You're going to calmer waters, you know. It's done. It could also be a very painful relationship, also some kind of relationship, also. So be aware of that. But I feel like with the Ten of Swords, it always goes back to one, and then when it goes back to one, that is a new beginning. So you do have a strong new beginning here, a new chapter in your life. So be ready for that. But with the Emperor, I feel like you need to be ready for anything, anything, and I feel like you need to be ready for anything because there's a lot of change here, for you. Get rid of the anger. Take care of yourself. Communicate better, Cancer, okay? Because you need to do that. Um, and take a chance on building your dream or creating what you want to create because they're telling you, it's the time is now, and if you take that chance, you're going to be successful because there are blessings coming in for you also. All right, so Cancer, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.